Ladies and gentlemen, back here again with another comic haul. Wasn't expecting to do another one before New Year, but I ended up going to New Hampshire yesterday to a comic book store that I had actually been to before, but it was a while ago before I started really getting into collecting again. So I wanted to check it out one more time, and lo and behold, there were a lot of dollar bins, and there's 50% off sale. So I grabbed a pile of books, and here we go. So this is Superior Spider-Man number 4. I was really surprised to see Superior Spider-Man books so recent in the dollar bins. But hey, I was glad to get them. I don't have a lot of the Superior Spider-Man series, so it's good to fill in some gaps. I think I have the first issue, maybe the 2099 issues, and the last few issues. But yeah, I was really glad to pick this one up. And also number 16 they had in there. Those are the only two they had in the dollar bin. But still, I was surprised they had something so recent in there. And I think Superior Spider-Man is still a fairly hot series. You know, it's recent enough. I mean, right? Peter Parker Spider-Man 25. This is the variant issue. I don't know what the ratio on print runs were for each cover. There's one with a spider, I think, in the background, and then the Green Goblin in the foreground, and this one is the pumpkin and Spider-Man in the foreground. I see this one less, so it was in the dollar bin, and I just figured why not. I had it a long time ago, but I've since gotten rid of it. Picked it up again. Amazing Spider-Man 643. Normally, I really hate the Superhero Squad variants, but it's so rare that I see a Amazing Spider-Man issue in the dollar bin that I had to get it. And as far as Superhero Squad variants go, this is not quite as bad as the other ones. I think that's Devil Dinosaur on the cover. He's pretty cool. It would have been cooler if it actually had Spider-Man on the cover, but I'll take it for $1. Actually, 50 cents, half off. I'll take it. Another one I was surprised to see in there. Amazing 290. This is one of the issues I don't have in the Black Spider-Man run of the 200s. It is not super perfect. It's got some spine ticks over there, and the cover's a little beat up, very slightly. I mean, you might be able to see some of it on the camera, but overall, it's pretty good. And for 50 cents, I'll take it. Could always upgrade later. Peter Parker, Spider-Man 102. Normally I wouldn't grab this one, but with that Spectacular Spider-Man lot I had gotten a week or so ago, I've really gotten an itch to collect the earlier issues of Spectacular Spider-Man before the logo changed. I don't know. It just, for some reason, the original logo stands out to me more than the newer logo. I guess I equate the newer logo with 90s books, and I'm not so interested in hoarding 90s books unless they're really important to me. But yeah, I like these classic Spectacular Spider-Man books. I might try to collect all of them. So this is 102. It's got a lot of little spine ticks on the side, but otherwise pretty good. Another one from the dollar bin. Spectacular Spider-Man 43. Yep. Pretty good. The character I've never heard of before, Belladonna. I can't imagine she's used at all now. I think that's Roderick Kingsley on the bottom there, looking very very strange. But yeah, that's an early Spectacular Spider-Man. So good to add to the collection. This is Quest Probe number 1, the Hulk, or Quest Probe featuring the Hulk number 1. Yeah, I think this was a tie-in to a board game, I think. But I remember seeing that image constantly in Marvel books back in the day. So when I saw it for $1, I was like, sure, why not? 50 cents, actually. And then Quest Probe number 2, Spider-Man. It's fun. I actually, when I looked at this image of this character, whoever that is, on the Hulk one, I thought, wow, it looks like Mysterio. And then I'm glad at least Spider-Man pointed that out, that the character looks just like Mysterio. Marvel 2-in-1 92, Thing and Jocasta with Machine Man versus Ultron. Pretty cool team up. Ultron books are fun to get, especially in light of the new Avengers movie coming out. You know, that old thing. Inhumans #2 from the Sean McKeever run. I when I initially looked up this run, I know first issue that I had gotten had a bunch of first appearances, and then I think it was either 2 or 3, issue 2 or 3 that had another first appearance of a character. I couldn't remember if it was 2 or 3, so I saw this for the 50 cents, and I was like, all right, I'll grab it. 50 cents, not bad. This is Hulk 228. I only grabbed this because I thought it was the first appearance of Moonstone. But then I looked up online later when I got home that her first appearance was in a Captain America book. I could have sworn that I heard her first appearance was in a Hulk book a long time ago, but I guess I was mistaken. Either way, this is a pretty awesome looking copy for an older book, so glad to have it. This one was not in the dollar bin. This was about $3.50, 50% off that, so it was a pretty good price. And it is Miss Marvel #3. It's the earliest issue they had. Usually when I see #3, it's like a second or third print, so I was glad to pick up the first print. Mighty Thor 373. I love those. What is that? The 25th anniversary variants. Actually, not variants. This was the regular cover. But yeah, it's cool to see these 25th anniversary variants. I like collecting them, and Thor looks pretty awesome there. Secret Wars #11. I had this a long time ago, got rid of it, saw it for $1, picked it up. Cool stuff. I think I'm going to see how many more of Secret Wars I need to complete my collection. They had a few more in there. Probably should have grabbed them. But I skipped out on them. One of the ones they had in the dollar bin was the first appearance of Julia Carpenter. I already had it though, and I'm trying not to just hoard so many books nowadays. But it was really tempting to get it again. It's not like a super hot book, but it's the first appearance of, I would consider, a B-list, C-list character. So you never know when they're going to use her in something else. But still, this one was cool to get. And then the last one I grabbed was Secret Wars #1, the Halloween Comic Fest variant. When I pulled out the top of this, I got excited thinking it was the first print. I have the first print already, but it's always good to see if you can get an upgrade. But this is actually a variant, and this is pretty recent too. Looking at the back, there was some ads for 2014 books, so this must have been this past October that this came out. But you know, still cool to have. Nice looking copy. Not sure what the print run was, but yeah, fun to have. Love that cover. So yeah, that's about it. It was a small little haul. Wanted to show that off before before the new year shows up, and before I put all these back into my long boxes. I'll probably have another haul in a few weeks. I'm looking at a few things on eBay that I'm super excited about. Hopefully I can win those. I might make another video with my collection in a few moments actually. I don't know when I'm going to put it up, but it'll be part 2 of my collection. Anyway guys, take care. Thanks for watching.